Hello and welcome to Chapter 1, Section 4. This section is on order of operations, which is completely different from Section 3, which was completely different from Section 2. But we have to get all of this really bizarre, strange stuff all put together so that we can start actually pre-algebra. And this is the first bit of pre-algebra that we've got kind of a taste of, because this deals with equations. So when you have an equation with a bunch of different things to do, you have to do them in a very specific order, and it's not left to right. It's in order of importance. And so we have the term PEMDAS so that you can remember the importance order. P stands for parentheses, E is exponents, MD is multiplication division, AS is add and then subtract. So what this essentially means is that division comes before subtraction, multiplication comes before addition, parentheses you do first. So we're going to start just with this part of it, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. What happens when you come up with an equation where you've got this? So we're going to start with our example, 27 minus 18 divided by 6. Now if you start out and you do this left to right, you do 27 minus 18, which is 9, divided by 6. And what's 9 divided by 6? Not sure. So it's a completely different answer than the right one, which is the problem. Because with PEMDAS, division comes before subtraction. So we have to do the division part first. So I'm actually going to put parentheses around the division part because this is the part I want to do first. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Now I'm going to bring down my 27 and my subtraction sign so that I know now that the next thing I'm going to do is 27 minus 3, and my answer is 24. Now that's very different than 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 6, 9 sixths is going to be, 9 sixths would be my answer, and I would have gotten it totally wrong had I just gone left to right. So PEMDAS is a really important thing to remember. Now, something else I'd like you to notice. Check out how I set this problem up, because I set this problem up like an algebra student. Now you're not an algebra student yet. You got a ways to go before you hit Mr. Meeker or Algebra 1 in high school. But what I want you to understand is that I need you to have these kinds of habits, because writing it this way helps you keep track of things. You don't write equals this and that over here. You might work out stuff over here, but you're going to keep track of stuff right underneath it. So I put my parentheses right here. You could do them right here if you wanted, but my answer to this part is right underneath the problem. And I bring these down until I work them out. And I keep bringing them down so I don't lose track of them. When you have multi-step problems, it's really easy to lose track of stuff, especially plus and negative signs. Especially when we start working with positive and negative numbers. This is going to get really complicated really fast, so I need you to have some really good basic skills, and I need you to practice them now. Don't wait till it gets hard to decide you're going to have some good habits, because that's going to be too late. You're going to be struggling, and you're going to be getting wrong answers, and you're going to be getting low grades, and that's really frustrating, and I know that, so I'm asking you, please try this now. So, I'm going to ask you, we're gonna add the parentheses part and the exponents part. But what I'm going to do is we're going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of writing PEMDAS across, we're going to write it down like this, because you do the parentheses first, and then you do the exponents. But then when you get to the multiplication and division, you don't do all the multiplication and then all the division. You don't do it like that. You do all the multiplication and division as you see them left to right. So you do all the multiplication and division. Then you do all the addition and subtraction. You work these left to right, then you work these left to right. Let me show you what I mean. 36 minus 18 divided by 2 times 3 plus 8. This is a huge problem. Okay? We haven't started with the P and the E yet. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do all the multiplication and division first, left to right. Well, this is subtraction, I'm going to ignore it. 18 divided by 2 times 3 plus 8, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to focus on these. I'm going to do these first. So I'm going to put my parentheses around this. And I'm going to work these left to right. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And then I'm going to do times 3. So notice I solved one part of the problem and I brought everything else down. So I've got 18 divided by 2 is 9. Next thing I'm going to do is times 3. 9 times 3 is 27. Now, I'm going to bring this down, I'm going to bring this down. Now I'm going to do addition and subtraction left to right. 36 minus 27 plus 8. 36 minus 27 is 9, plus 8 is 17. So 17 is my answer to all of this. But I start doing multiplication and division left to right. Even though division came first, doesn't matter. Multiplication and division go together. Addition and subtraction go together. Doesn't matter which one's first. You have to do it left to right. Whatever you see first. Okay? Now here's your turn. So I need you to do these two problems on your own. And they're going to be set up like this one. So I want you to watch for multiplication division first and then addition and subtraction. So this is 44 minus 14 divided by 2 times 4 plus 6. And then this, and leave a bunch of space, or better yet, write this over here so that you have some room. 9 plus 9 times 4 divided by 6 plus 7 minus 2. Work those out, hit pause, work them out, and then come back. Okay? And I'm going to rewrite this over here. 44 minus 14 divided by 2 times 4 plus 6. 14 divided by 2. Okay, so these are my multiplication. I'm going to take these first. So I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to bring this down. 14 divided by 2. This is 7 times 4. So, oops, I got that. So this is going to be 28. 44 minus 28 plus 6. 44 minus 28 is 24 minus 8, which is 16, plus 6, which is 22. All right. Do I have room for this somewhere here? 9 plus 9 times 4 divided by 6 plus 7 minus 2. All right. I'm doing that first. 9 times 4 is 36 divided by 6. Bring down my 9 plus 7 minus 2. 36 divided by 6 is 6. 9 plus 6 plus 7 minus 2. 9 plus 6 is 15 plus 7 minus 2. 15 plus 7 is 22. Minus 2 is 20. There you go. How'd you do? If you didn't get it right, do you know why you got it wrong? So that when you see it on your homework, you can fix it and do it well. All right. Here, we're going to add parentheses. Even though they've got a multiplication sign, I don't care. It's got a parentheses. It's telling me do this first, so I have to do it first. So 3 plus 7 is 10. 5 times 10 minus 11. So now I have to do the multiplication first. 50 minus 11, which is 39. Okay? Here, I have to do this first. Parentheses. 2 times 5 is 10. So I'm going to bring down my 9 times and my minus 4. Now, that my parentheses are gone, I have to do the multiplication first. 9 times 10 is 90, minus 4 is 86. Nice little V-shaped inverted pyramid problems. Let's try adding exponents. We're going to add exponents to these. And notice, oh, that's 2 different colors. So these are 2 different problems here. Notice I've also got parentheses. So I'm going to do the parentheses first. 8 minus 2 is 6 squared, because this is outside the parentheses. Times, I'm going to do the parentheses first. 8 minus 1 is 7 squared divided by 3. Now I'm going to do my exponents. 6 squared is 36 times 7 squared is 49 divided by 3. Why did I give myself a problem like this? Okay, hang on. 36 times 49 is 1764. 1764 divided by 3. Really? Okay, 3 goes into 17 5 times. That's 26. 3 goes into 26. No, 8 times. That's 24 with 2 left over. 3 goes into 24 8 times. It's 588. Well, that was mean. All right. Here we go. Parentheses first. Inside the parentheses, I've got to do 3 squared plus 11. What do I do first? Well, inside the parentheses, I got to do the squared first. So this is really 9 plus 11 divided by 5. Parentheses. I'm not done yet. This is 20 divided by 5. That answers 4. That's how this should be. All right. What do you think? It's not hard. It's just a lot of steps sometimes. And if you take the steps one at a time, it's not bad. Don't get overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, that's so huge. Just take it one step at a time, okay? Here's a Mac Daddy. I wanted to show you one with 2 sets of parentheses. There's an outside parentheses and an inside parentheses, and you always do the inside ones first. This is the inside parentheses, and this is the outside parentheses. So, the first thing we're going to do is what's inside these parentheses. So we have to do 4 plus 12 divided by 4. What do I do first? 12 divided by 4, because division comes before addition. So first I have to do 4 plus 12 divided by 4 is 3 minus 2 cubed. I've got to keep everything else the same. What's 4 plus 3? 7 minus 2 cubed. Now I'm going to do my subtraction. 5 cubed. That's 5 times 5 times 5. This is 25 times 5. That's 125. Okay? So don't be afraid that it looks all complicated. You take it one step at a time. So for practice tonight, 36 plus 6 times parentheses 4 minus 2 squared and parentheses plus 8. And then hopefully next to it, not underneath it, because you're going to need a lot of room. 3 times 3 minus 3 squared divided by 3 plus 3. It's a 3 problem, but it's number 2. So, once again, put stars by what you know, what you understand. Put a hazard sign by what you don't understand. And write down any questions that you have. Okay? I hope this sits well with you, and good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.